What's going on, everybody? James Jackson here, back again with another video. If you're new to my channel, I do tips, tricks, news, and reviews for the film and video making industry. So if you do like the content here, please subscribe to the channel and hit that bell so you can stay up to date on all the content going forth. So I know this is like, all right, this is like cheap iPhone like quality right now, and I really do apologize for this. I literally just got back from an all-day shoot and coming off another all-day shoot of another project. And I apologize for the slow cut. Like, the entire month of March has been insanely busy for me. For the good that the fact that I'm getting work, I'm getting paid gigs, bills are getting paid, the business is going up. So that on the business side is so that's the good thing. Obviously, the bad thing is that I'm not producing content for you guys, and I really do apologize. I don't feel like I'm neglecting you guys. I know you guys have been waiting for my thoughts on things, and I'm working really, really hard, which is why I'm coming down here. Now, again, the reason why for the poor quality is that all my equipment is still literally in my truck. I literally just got home not too long ago, so I have now just kind of just getting here. But of course, I've got the news that the long-awaited R5 firmware update is finally here. It is, as you can see, as we move right here. As you can see, I'm downloading the firmware now. It's honestly really easy to do. All you really have to do is go to Canon's website. Just go to the support page for the R5, go to the firmware tab, download 1.3, and then literally just put the firmware file, just the firmware file, on just the opening page of either your CF Express or your SD cards. It doesn't matter, it will work for either one. So download, and then all you do is just do a firmware update, and right now it's about 90% done. So I cannot wait. So yeah, the long-awaited update, and let's read over what is in this firmware update. So it adds probably the one I am the most excited for right now. It adds Canon Log 3 to the Canon Log settings. So now you can finally choose Canon Log 3. To me, this is the biggest thing, because one of the big things is that it's been limited about the R5 for me. Mine is like codecs and record limits, which another one we're going to get to in a bit, was the fact that it was limited by an old, out-of-date log profile that Canon has updated multiple times. Oh, actually, it is, as you can see, the update is complete. So it's going to do an update. I'm going to turn this off for now. We'll go through that in a second, but let's continue going. So it offers raw movie shots with Canon Log 3, and Raw Light will be available in Cinema Raw development and digital photo process. So basically, Cinema Raw Light is now in the camera. So that is great. So, and also we can see it. So it will also allow you to shoot RAW with Canon Log 3 and let you monitor in Canon Log 3, which is a big deal. And the reason why this is a big deal is because even though you can gain access to C-Log 2, the big thing is that Canon Log 3 shares roughly the same highlight roll-off as Canon Log 2. The difference really is that you lose about 2 stops in the shadows. That's the main difference between Log 3 and Log 2. So Log 2 is still the better gamma curve, but Log 3 shares the same highlight, which means that you can actually get a good exposure and actually get more closer to what the power of the sensor can do. And honestly, because the camera can only do really about 13.5 stops of dynamic range, reported by Canon, to me, it's a little bit less. It's about 12.5 stops, but that's still pretty good for what this camera is, which is a hybrid camera. So now we can see it. It's a lot easier to exposure tools. So that is really, really great. All right, so now let's move on to the next thing. So adds raw light to movie recording size and IPB light. So a new compression option. We'll see how this one works in terms of working with computers. I'm kind of nervous to see how that works, but it's added for 8K and 4K to enable lower bitrate options, so you can get lower bitrate, so you can record more. Now the question is, obviously, is this going to be like, how is this going to be on computers? Well, luckily I got a brand new computer. I got the Aerial 15 coming in tomorrow, so I will be able to see. And I've got, as you guys will see here, I got a 64 gig RAMs. So RAM should not be an issue with this computer. So we'll see how that goes. Let's continue on. 120 frames per second or 100 frames per second is now added to Full HD. So I know a lot of y'all, to me, 4K is still great, and I'd rather go with the 4K. But for those of you that just want to do 120, 1080, it is there. Now you can do full-time manual focus electronically, which is great. On the autofocus tab, I think to me that's given great options for us who maybe just want to manually zoom. And then let's see here, transfer times now delays on the camera monitor during FTP transfers. Okay, the ability when transferring images via FTP to select protected images that fail to be transferred and protected images that have not yet been transferred, and transfer them all at once. So that's really great because I know sometimes that's happened to me where even if it's not stills or videos, I've had things not be able to transfer simply because for some reason they were protected. Now we can do that all at once, even through FTP, which is great. Add, save, load cam settings on card. Thank you. Oh my God, that's so great. I can now, so you don't have to worry about your settings being lost. You can like put that in there. Now you can take it out of your card. If you got multiple R5s, you can take it out of the card, put it in another R5, and then load up your settings on a brand new R5. So you don't have to figure out, okay, what did I program this button do? How did I set the settings up again? What was custom 1? What was custom 2? You can all do that now. So finally, that's a good thing. Thank you. So now, fixes a phenomenon in which, in rare instances, the camera does not function normally when using certain CF Express. So I've had this happen to me as well, where it's only happened like a few times. Like I mean, a few times, like you could count them on my hand a few times. The many times I've recorded with this camera, where all of a sudden the CF Express doesn't work, or it just stops working out of nowhere, and I don't know why. But it looks like seems like it was a bug, but now they fixed it. And then fixes a phenomenon in which, in rare instances, the camera cannot function normally when the drive mode is set to high-speed continuous shooting to shoot still images. So I'm sure a lot of the photographers love that. And then finally, fixes a phenomenon in which the power may become suspended when the camera is powered via USB for an extended period of time. So that's great. So now it looks like you can actually run it longer. So if you got a USB plugged in, you can run this even longer, which is great. So that is the firmware update. I'm going to keep you guys updated. Again, I got a really tight turnaround for this project that I just shot today. So it may be a couple days before I get back to you about my findings about the R5 with the firmware update. But as y'all saw, it is here. So finally I can do content that I have been wanting to do for a while, which is my comparisons with the R5 to the C70, the Pocket 6K. I've been waiting mainly for Canon Log 3 because now I can see what the sensor is really capable of. So if you haven't, go to Canon's website, download it. It's there. It's finally here. Let me know how you guys are feeling and what you guys are enjoying about it if you guys get a chance. Again, keep watching. Stay subscribed to the channel. And until next time, take care, everyone.